Hello friends, if you're new to my channel, welcome. If you are a fan or a subscriber, welcome back, and thank you for your patronage. Today, I'm going to be talking about a very serious subject. It is so serious that I'm going to have to break it up into several parts. It is the Satanic Panic. Now, if you think fundamentalism today is bad, during the 80s and 90s when this panic was going on, it was really bad. It was a waste of time and resources, and people spent time, a lot of time, in prison for crimes that never even happened. I am doing this series because we have to make sure that this does not ever happen again. And it will happen again if the nation, America that is, continues on the road it's going down, because the fundamentalists are taking over. It is up to us to make sure that this does not happen again. And while it was not as horrific as the witch trials in the Middle Ages, it was still horrific. And we need to make sure that this never, ever happens again, which is why I'm doing this series. So today I am just going to focus on the factors that led to the Satanic Panic. This is basically the social and cultural factors that led to it. There are other factors such as therapist factors and whatnot. We'll get to them eventually. In the mid-1980s, disturbing allegations of satanic ritual abuse were on the rise. These child abuse allegations began in the U.S., but eventually spread worldwide. Clinicians said it was particularly damaging to victims because of its violent and bizarre nature. Initially, the reports came from quote-unquote adult survivors who claimed ritual abuse during their childhoods. The first of these was probably Michelle Smith. She supposedly regained these memories during sessions with her therapist, who she eventually married, and went on to write a book based on these memories in 1980. Soon, similar stories started emerging at daycare centers, such as the Martin Daycare Center in California. These stories led many professionals, including therapists and journalists, to conclude that satanic cults did exist, they perpetrated horrible abuse against children, and they were threats to society. These recovered memories are now viewed as part of a tendency of certain individuals to manufacture memories of satanic ritual abuse that never happened. So, the question is, what can explain the fact that hundreds of people claim to be survivors of satanic ritual abuse? Let me be very clear. Child abuse is unfortunately a fact, but family and friends are usually the perpetrators. Child abuse is not in question here. What is in question is the existence of highly networked, intergenerational, satanic ritual abuse. A large-scale survey in the early 1990s was designed to answer questions about the nature of ritual abuse allegations. This survey targeted professionals and agencies, from psychologists to legal and social service agencies. The survey consisted of 3 stages. At each stage, response rates ranged from 42% to 47%. Few therapists, 11%, had directly encountered a single case of ritual abuse reported by an adult survivor, whereas 13% dealt with child ritual abuse. Only 2% accounted for the vast majority of ritual abuse, claiming hundreds of cases each. The therapists who reported cases were most likely to have attended workshops dealing with how to identify and treat ritual abuse, to believe in the reality of ritual abuse and repressed memories, and to use suggestive retrieval techniques like hypnotic age regression, which was likely to produce false memories. Initially, nearly all claims of ritual abuse were made in the context of psychotherapy. It wasn't until after the phenomenon became well known that people outside the therapeutic setting started to claim that they too had suffered from ritual abuse. Combining these findings with the fact that neither police agencies nor the FBI have ever found evidence of child-abusing satanic cults, as well as the fact that many alleged victims have been discredited and or recanted, it is safe to conclude that no intergenerational child-abusing satanic cults ever existed. I hope you found this informative. We need to understand what happened in the past to keep it from happening in the future. As the Jonestown marker says, those who do not remember the past are bound to repeat it. I don't think that's verbatim, but it's close enough. Join me next time for the Satanic Panic 2. If you like this kind of content, please hit the like button, press the subscribe button, and if you would like to be notified when I come out with new content, please hit the bell next to the subscribe button. You can leave comments down in the comment section. I love hearing from you. You can catch me on Twitter, Discord, PayPal, and email. Those links are in the description, as well as the link for my source for this particular episode. Question everything and never be afraid. Here are a couple of videos from my library. If you have not watched them, go ahead and watch them. Have a great day, and see you next time, friends.